Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Slappy from Goosebumps. So I'm going to start with the eye on the left, starting with the outside of the eye. I'm going to curve out and over to the right side. So starting on the left, we'll curve up and then come down on the inside of the eye. From here we're going to do overlaps on either end and draw the bottom eyelid. So over here on the left, we're going to draw a curve coming down to the bottom of the eye and then up on the right, and we're going to make it a little bit of an overlap on the right side there. Let's go ahead and draw the iris and pupil. So inside here, I'm just going to draw a circle, starting from the top, curve to the bottom, and back up to the top again. Let's draw in a highlight. So I'm going to imagine the light coming down in this angle. So we're going to draw a circle on the top left side here, and we're going to draw on the pupil in the center. So we're going to draw a circle underneath this highlight. So starting on the left, we'll curve around and tuck that in underneath the highlight. We'll color this in black. Let's go ahead and draw the eye, the same eye on the right side, but we're going to flip this over. So starting on the inside, we curve up the eyelid and come down on the outside. And we're going to do the overlap on the inside, curve the bottom eyelid, and curve up to the outside. Let's go ahead and draw that same iris and pupil on the inside here. So starting at the top, we'll curve down and back up to the top again. Let's draw on that highlight. So we'll draw a circle on the top corner, and then we'll draw in the pupil just tucked in behind. We'll color that in black. Let's go ahead and draw some eyebrows. So the eyebrows are sort of like in an angry sort of expression. So on the right side here, I'm going to draw on the inner part of the eyebrow first. So it's drawing a curve going from the inside down towards the eye. I'm going to draw an angled line just touching the top of that eye there. We angle this out, and then we're going to curve down the end like so. From here, I'm going to take this end and go straight up in an angle, and then I'm going to taper the end off to that point there. Let's go ahead and draw the same thing on the left side, but flipped over. So starting on the inside, we'll draw the inner part of the eyebrow, and we're going to curve this up to the top, just touching that top of the eye there. We'll curve the end of the eyebrow, and we're going to taper up so it gets a little bit wider, and we're just going to draw that straight line inside, like so. Okay, from here we're going to go down towards the nose. So from the top of this eyebrow right here, we're going to curve down to the tip of the nose. So the nose is quite high up, so from here, I'll curve in like this. Now we're going to draw in the middle bottom edge of the nose. So from here, I'm just going to curve the bottom of the nose with a curve like that. From here, let's draw in some nostrils. So I'm going to come down a little bit on the left side here and just draw a curve. We'll do the same curve on the right side. Now we're going to come down below this nostril just a little bit and curve that right to the tip of the nose. And on the left side here, we're going to do a little bracket right around that nostril. Okay, from here, let's draw in some cheeks. So on the top edge of this nostril, I'm going to curve out. I'm going to curve down and out on both sides, on the right and left. Now let's go ahead and draw in the mouth. So he's got a really wide mouth, so the mouth actually comes out sort of in the center of each eye, so right about here. So starting on the left, I'm going to curve down, then up on the right side, and on the ends we're just going to pull them down just a little bit. In the center of the mouth, we're going to draw a little U shape, that little divot just above the mouth. And from here on the left, I'm going to curve and just taper that to the side of the mouth on both sides. Let's draw on the bottom lip. So just on the end here, I'm going to curve down, then back up on the right. Now from here, I want to go ahead and draw on the lines of the mouth down toward the chin. So the chin, I'll draw to about here. So just on the inside left of this mouth, I'm just going to draw a straight line coming down, right about there. Draw one on the right side as well. Now we're going to connect these two with a curve. This is for the chin. Coming down. Now that we have the chin in place, we can go and fit in the rest of the face. So on either side of the eyes, right about here, I'm going to draw a little point. This is where the curve goes out towards that side of the chin. So on the left side, I'm going to curve out. I'm going to round out the cheeks into that jaw there. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So I want to make sure that I get that same similar curve on both sides. So curving around like that. Now from here, these ends actually go all the way in and curve up to the top of the head or the hair. So the hairline is pretty high up here. So from this side, I'm going to curve in the opposite direction and go up to the top of the forehead. This side will do the same thing. So curving in the opposite direction up to the top of the forehead, making sure that they're roughly the same height. Now the hair, the part is on this side, the hair goes over this way. So what I want to do is I want to draw this hairline, but I'm going to overlap it on the left side here just a little bit. So coming out here, I'm going to draw a curve over that line, and we're going to come down the middle. So come down the middle, and we're going to go back up on the right, and then just meet up with that point there. Now you can see that this is where the part of the hair is going to be, it's going to overlap on this side. So what I want to do is I'm going to draw this side of the hair coming down to the side of the head here. So I'll do a slight overlap, curving in towards the side of the head. This side, I'm going to end it off at the same point, but I'm going to start at this point here, because that's where the part of the hair is. It's going to come in like that. Now that we have the side of the hair, now we can put the ears behind the hair there. So up here, roughly about the same height as the eyebrow, I'm going to curve out and curve it back in. This is the ear on the left. And we draw that little indent or that wrinkle inside the ear. So starting out here, we curve right in like that. Let's go ahead and do the same ear on the right side. So starting at the same height, curve out and back in to the head. We'll draw that wrinkle. So starting right here, curve around like that. Okay, so now here, all we need to do is draw the top of the hair. Starting on this point, we're going to curve up and into that point there. So curving up, and then right into that part on the side of the head. Got that? Let's draw some wrinkles on the side of the mouth. So from this cheek, we're just going to come down a little bit, leave a little gap, and just draw almost like little brackets around the mouth, like so. These got some cracks in the face. So in this tip of the nose here, there's a crack taken out. So I'm just going to draw sort of like a random little wiggle around there. And there's one in the chin as well. So right here, I'm just going to draw just a random shape. And it doesn't have to match exactly how I drew it. If you want, you could draw a few little cracks coming out as well, like that. Okay, so we got the head. Let's get into the neck and the body. So here, he's got a pretty narrow neck, and it's just wide, slightly wider than the lines on the mouth. So just on the outside here, I'm going to draw a straight line coming down, and on the right, I'll do the same thing. Let's connect those 2 points, but with an overlapping line that just goes beyond those lines. Draw a curve that goes up. This is for the collar. Up here, we're going to curve in the opposite direction just around the ends of those lines. So there's a little gap there. Here we're going to come straight down. This is for the collar. Drawing 2 straight lines down here. Let's draw on the bow tie. So in the center here, I'm going to draw a vertical sort of rectangle. Starting from the top, 2 lines coming down on either end, and then I'll close it off along the bottom. Let's draw the bows. So from this corner here, I'm going to curve out. On the right, I'll do the same thing. So curving out, so it's got a curve like this. On the end here, I'm going to round it out on both sides, and then I'll take this point and curve it right into that rectangle, just like that. For a little bit of wrinkle here, I'm just going to draw a curve going out on both sides, just like that. In the center here, I'm going to come straight down. This is the collar that comes down here. From these 2 points, I'm going to curve in towards a center point right here. This is for the jacket collar. From here, I'm going to curve in. So it's got a nice little curve coming this way. And on the right, I will do the same thing. Now let's draw on the collar of the shirt. So just on either side of this bow tie, I'm just going to draw a curve coming down and tucking it underneath this line. Here, we'll do the same thing. So curving down, curving up. We're going to continue this line behind the bow tie, go down into that point. On this side, we're going to draw a little button, so a little circle like that. Okay, so before we get into the jacket, we have to draw that carnation on the shoulder here. So we're going to draw a very simple carnation. What we're going to do is going to draw generally a big circle here, but we're going to do it with some wiggly lines. So starting on the end, I'm just going to go around with a random sort of wiggly curve like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a random wiggly curve. We're going to go inside and start layering these in. So we're going to draw some random wiggly curves all the way around. We generally just want to make our way back to the starting point like that. We're going to continue that. I'm just going to get smaller inside. Just go all the way around and just draw a smaller one like so. Okay, so there's our simple carnation. Let's get into the jacket. So the sleeves or the shoulders come down in a curve. They're not actually much wider than the head. So from this point in the collar, curve down and out. This you're not going to see it much because it's going to come in behind this carnation. It'll probably go right to about here. From here, let's curve in and down. Curving down, the sides of the jacket. Now we're going to draw the sleeves. So right here on the end, I'm curve up, and then we're just going to come down. Up on the right and curve down. Let's get into the jacket detail. So this curve here, we're going to continue it on across the body like that. From here, from this point, we're going to go straight down. Now we're going to take this side and we're going to draw the collar. So we're going to sort of imagine from here, the collar comes up in a curve like this. So it gets a little bit wider at the top, it's a little bit narrower here. Go up in an angle, do an overlap, going out, and then we'll tuck this in behind that shoulder like that. From here, we're going to do the same thing. So from this point, we're just going to taper out so it gets wider and just tucks underneath that carnation. Let's go ahead and draw some buttons. So there's 2 buttons across here. So draw a circle on the inside corner. Put 4 little dots. Go across and draw the same thing. Circle, 4 dots, and we'll draw a pocket. So line across, down on the side, and connect it with a line across the bottom. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Slappy from Goosebumps. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.